Hello and welcome back to our France campaign. We are currently claiming the throne of our liege Duke Hamelin, and hopefully this will allow us to get a claim on Aquitaine, which will actually be very possible to press. I mean, he has one ally in Surrey, which gives him a reasonable amount of strength, but our alliances are far better, even if we're only going to call in Denmark. And once we break free from him, to declare this war, he's actually going to go down in strength because some of his strength comes from the fact that we are giving him levies. So, in theory, this could go pretty well for us. Also, once we claim his throne, we can create a faction, and if we create factions, we can potentially drag other vassals into it if we happen to get hooks on them, which could further weaken him and further strengthen us. So, hopefully, everything's going well here. So, there's not really a lot for us to do. I think it's mostly just put it on speed 5 and, well, let the game run. Accusations of witchcraft. Bloodstained cloth. Crow's feathers. Strange smelling concoctions. This is the evidence presented to me by a group of villagers from Angoulême as proof that Adelaide had been practicing witchcraft in her hut on the outskirts of her village. The villagers claim her evil works must be the cause of their sick animals and are calling for her execution. Well, we can release her. We'll get stress because we're zealous. Oh yeah, we're also going to have a crusade soon, in 36 days. Okay. So we could do that, and we get upset peasants here, but we get 300 stewardship lifestyle experience. We can burn her, and our peasants are happy and she dies, or we can recruit her. I think she has to burn. I don't want more stress. There we go. I was also going to say that we should probably go on another hunt, but we probably shouldn't go on another hunt if we're about to go on a crusade. Also, we're not going on a crusade for Egypt. We're actually going on a crusade for the Byzantine Empire, but let's not worry about that. Liege has passed limited crown authority. I don't think that affects us in any way. Yeah, no, I mean, you can revoke titles, but beyond that doesn't really affect us, so that's fine. And now, we're almost at the crusade. You'd like me to be your marshal? I accept. By the way, being his marshal, you just noticed the success chance went up by quite a lot. We serve in his council, so we get plus 25, which means it's going to be even easier for us to claim his throne. So that's pretty good. What do we get for being his marshal? We get some extra prowess. Our army costs less, and our levy size goes up. Hey, that's pretty nice. Okay. This guy just got a claim on my title. Well, that's not ideal, but okay. Not a lot we can do about that. Heirs of Constantine. Pope Alexander calls, but we do not answer. Not yet. Instead, under King Arpad Bella's direction, we march on the Byzantine Empire. Where pilgrims board Venetian ships, countless heraldic shields are hung on fore and aft castles, sheathed in leather to withstand the sea. Mighty war horses are led below deck, as if in flower, great sails spread out to catch the sun. Elsewhere, columns of crusaders set out on foot, behind the cross with ancient roads leading them eastward. Let us avenge the Trojans. Let the Greeks quiver in their palaces. Let them bow to Theodora Komnenos, their rightful liege, and we crusaders as their deliverers. Glory to God in the highest. So we lose stress for going on a crusade because we're zealous. And we've joined the Grand Crusader fleet, which means that it's going to cost us not very much to embark, as in to put our troops on the water. So that's good, and we're going to be quicker. Okay, cool. Well, let's raise some troops. I don't really know where the armies are going here, but let's raise them. Oh, that's our full army. Do we want to go on a crusade ourselves? It's not very safe, but you know what? Thematically, we're going to do it. It's not safe at all, but we'll go join the war as like a leader. We're going on a crusade. Right. Let's head over here. And once we get on the boats, I'll start worrying about, you know, what we're actually doing. So, where we're going. Ecstatic peasantry. The peasants are in a good mood. The harvest is bountiful, the roads are safe, and the village elders are telling nonsensical stories of cows producing honey-laden milk and geese laying golden eggs. The peasants are praising me for their fortune. I've sent a delegation carrying gifts. So I can take 70 gold, and take a lot more gold and lower our control, or they need their supplies more than I do. I'll take their gold. That's fine. I'm happy to do that. Right. Where are we going now? So, do we see anybody who's actually raised some troops? So yeah, Hungary's raised their troops and they're heading in here. So I think we go with Hungary. So we're going to send our troops. Also, I just realized I don't need to go and grab them like that. I can, in theory, do this now. It's a hotkey for armies. So I think it's Alt 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Because the army's in order now. Which is quite useful. Right. Let's head over here. Our learning has increased. That's good. Okay. Pilgrim's Quarter is finished as well. Oh, okay. So that's these ones. Do we want to build the next one? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I don't really see any reason not to. Yeah, we have money. We're not going to be in debt or anything for building it. As in, we're not going to be low in terms of our amount of money. We might as well just do that. Right. Heading over to the Crusade, slowly. Where actually are we? Oh, we're here. Okay. It's fine. So why are they sieging this? Is this... So Upper Bosnia, are you actually in this crusade? No. So is Hungary just separately at war with Upper Bosnia? Yes. Ah. Okay, well. That's kind of annoying. Our liege changed countermeasures. So bounties for whispers, secrecy reduced. So, bounty for whispers. Okay. So he's reduced secrecy for all schemes against him, but he takes an income and prestige penalty. So it's bad for us because it means that our scheme has very low secrecy now. And if it's discovered, it's going to lower the amount of success that it has, which is not good. However, for us to actually fire the scheme, we have to have 5 of these keys, 5 advantages, so there's not really a lot we can do. We just have to hope that it doesn't get found out. Right? I think we might just stop here and then... Yeah, let's go here, and then let's just siege. And we'll just sit here. Nice and safe, far away from where the action should be. And Hungary is a much bigger target if they head over here. It's going to take us 4 years to siege this. That's crazy. Hopefully somebody with some siege units comes over. That was one of the reasons why I was saying I want siege units. It's very, very slow if you don't have any. We should maybe consider buying some, actually. Before we go to war with our liege. Betrothed can marry. My player heir and son can marry Alice. Okay. A7's fine. It gets us an alliance with Count Henri, who I don't think I'd realised when I arranged the marriage that we were actually in line to one of his titles at some point. In fact, my son still is. He's 4th in line. Or was 4th in line. But anyway, cool. Yeah, because... Oh no, he's not in line at all right now. Yeah, he must have enough children and other people. So we're not in, like, actual line, but... If I was to murder all of his children, they would be in line. Guess that's one way to look at it. Although, wait a second. Go back to that for a second. So this is Alice, who has just married my son. So she is 5th in line right now. So, yeah, we still have a connection. War declared on our liege. For too long I have suffered the indignities at the hands of Duke Hamlin. I will not stand idly by while our liege abuses his loyal vassals. I urge you to join me in the fight to depose this tyrant. Alias the 6th of Perigord. No, I'm not going to join your war. No, definitely not. I have no interest in being in your war whatsoever. Oh, we're about to hit 5 advantages. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so we can now fire this scheme if we want to. Okay. Obviously, it's not ideal to fire the scheme right now, because it's only a 55% chance of success. Each cycle, we're going to get 1.8%. But we have a 13% chance of being found. I think that's correct. A scheme with a secrecy of 80% has a 20% chance to be discovered on execution, and a 2% chance to be discovered each month. So it's 10% of the Yeah, okay, so it would be 97... So we have a 9.7% chance of being discovered each month, I think, following the same logic. So, each month, we effectively have a 1 in 10 chance of being discovered. And we're going to get an extra 1.8% per month. That just doesn't seem like that's going to work out, right? Like, that doesn't seem like we're going to... Like, that staying in the scheme for a longer amount of time is going to be better for us. Because let's think about where we might want to be. So if we waited 5 more cycles... Okay. So we're going to wait 5 more cycles so we get an extra plus 5%. So we would also get an extra plus... Let's just be generous and say an extra plus 10% from the growth. So we're going to end up with 15% extra. So we're going to be at 60, 70%. So we're going to be at 70% if we did that. So if we wait 5 more cycles. The problem is that we're going to have then 20 months of waiting for the next cycle, or of waiting for those 5 cycles. Which means that we're going to have 20, like, 1d10 rolls. And if any of them land on a 1, we just, like, the scheme gets discovered and it's all thrown out. So basically you're saying if we roll a d10 20 times, do we think we're going to hit a 1? Yes. So I should probably just fire the scheme now at a 55% chance, because that seems much more likely. That's my logic anyway. So we might as well just fire this. Yeah. After all my hard work, it is finally time to present the evidence I have come across that I am in fact the rightful heir to the Duchy of Aquitaine through an old dynastic marriage. Duke Hamelin will be nothing more than a simple pretender as long as he stands in my way. 55% chance I get the pressed claim. Also, a pressed claim is huge. Why is a pressed claim huge? Well, an unpressed claim you would have to declare a war in order for it to become a pressed claim. But with a pressed claim, straight away, it means that if our character dies, it would pass to our heir. Which is great. An unpressed claim would not do so. So, yes, we're definitely going to take this chance. Scheme successful! Finally, no one can doubt the fact that I have a reasonable claim on the Duchy of Aquitaine. While Duke Hamelin believes my claim of old dynastic marriage is entirely fabricated, the important matter is that he cannot disprove it. He doesn't like us for that, but that's okay. Also, we got past the autosave, so that's locked in. Fantastic. Okay. And now we're just going to siege. We're not going to declare the war while we're in the Crusade. That would be insane. I got consumption? So we might just be dead, unfortunately. Luckily, we got a pressed claim, but I'm fairly certain that we are 100% dead. A crimson stain, so stark against the pale cloth. I stare at it in disbelief, suppressing another cough. Did it? Did I? I wet my fingers against my lips, my hand trembling as I pull back. I can feel the warm wetness, but I dread to look. I'm afraid you have contracted consumption, my lord. I will treat you immediately. Too late for caution, I think. Disastrous mistreatment. The powder was yellow and had a delicious scent. I was distraught to see Guy mix it with brimstone and sprinkle it over the still tepid gallbladder of a beaver. The animal had been found rabid, frothing from the mouth, exhibiting clear signs of the illness. We fight evil with evil, my lord. I thought it would be impossible to feel worse than I already did, but Guy sure proved me wrong. Okay. So Guy, our personal physician, and say this will not happen again. We chastise him and he gets some learning. I've got a severe health penalty due to this. Well, let's just make sure we're paused as well. We all knew the risks. You are forgiven. Put him under lock and key, or this traitor deserves to die. I think we're going to forgive him. Might as well forgive him before we die. So, currently we have consumption, which is a health penalty, which is a severe health penalty. We're elderly, so we get another severe health penalty, so that's where we have that twice. And the botched disease treatment is another severe health penalty. So, I believe we're about to die. I'm just going to let the game run, I think. We dead yet? Oh, the Byzantines are also winning the war now. Because I believe they've just taken out the the Hungarian army. Although we have more troops, so in theory there's troops. Yeah, I was going to say there's troops somewhere else. So I guess they took out one of Hungary's armies, and the rest are over here. Okay, well, there we go. That was unsurprising. Count, and I've been told how to say his name, so this should be Guillaume, the 5th of Angoulême, rests at the arms of the Lord at 66 years of age, known in life as the Old. He died of old age. A conscientious man, he was renowned for his excellent skills as a steward and as a ruler. Count Wulgrin ascends to the throne. Having mastered many skills, he is sure to be admired by his subjects. I do question what those skills are, but okay. So we ruled for 8 years. We played him for 8 years. I guess we ruled for longer. He was established, dutiful. He had finished the administrator path. He fought in 2 offensive wars, hosted a hunt, and attended a coronation. Now we are Wulgrin, who is also established, dutiful, and has been in 1 offensive war. We lost 1 title to our brother. He now holds La Marche. And that's it. We are now Wulgrin the 5th. Okay. Oh, we got some advice here. I have been told I can turn these off, and I know I can turn these off. The problem is I want them to be on for when the next DLC happens. And if you turn them off, then it won't just turn on the next DLC stuff when you get there. It will turn on all of the tutorials. So, yeah. Effectively, I just have to click that I've seen the tutorials. There's probably a way to say that you've done it all in the files, but anyway. We are now Wulgrin. Wulgrin is shy, forgiving, and lazy. And his stats are god-awful. His education trait is god-awful. Feudal rulers actually hate him for it. I suspect we should probably try and go to university to at least raise that to a level 2. But, what can you do? Let's see here. They were married to Countess Alice, with an alliance with you. Can I get my alliance with Denmark back? That's kind of an important one for us. No. Because I'm at war, he has too many alliances, and our military strength is not high enough for him to care. Okay. Hungary, I'm at war with you, as in the same war. No, he doesn't care, because military strength is too much. They would be willing to accept that an alliance happens because of a marriage. They're not willing to accept that an alliance is going to happen when they don't have to have one. Now, my player heir is currently married, like, patrilineally, so normally, they're married to this guy. Now, this is a problem for us, and it's a problem for us because any children they have will be of a different dynasty. So it's definitely not ideal for us. So we kind of need to have children with Alice. Yeah. Maybe we need to start seducing people. Maybe we could seduce Alice. That could work. Okay. And it's 95% success chance to start with. Due to many, many reasons. Lazy likes lazy. Okay, good. We're both lazy. Okay. Here, we have some intrigue perks. Oh, so we've got Seducer, so our fertility is up. That's nice. From my understanding, and I was told this in the last playthrough, and I hadn't fully realized this until then. The way that this works is basically when you become a character, it just gives them a bunch of like these perks in something that matches their education, and based upon how long they've been alive. So it'll just give them a whole bunch of things, even if they wouldn't have had them previously. So, yeah. He probably didn't have the fertility bonus until we were playing as him. Anyway, removes attraction penalties from seduce schemes. Can use seduce freely. Okay. Seduce scheme success chance against own courtiers and guests are up. You can no longer critically fail seduce schemes. And they have extra success chance, and you can learn additional languages. I guess we could continue seducing people. That's fine. I guess I'm okay with that for now then. Let's get temptation focused. We really need more heirs, so let's do that. Also, while we're here, my brother. His heir is us. Do we want to maybe consider killing our brother? It's something to consider. It would then give us his title. It would be much easier than declaring a war for it. Okay. It's something to think about. No commander on that army. Well, okay. I'm not going to put one on the army because it's in the middle of consumption. So, yeah, I'm just going to go to speed 5 and let things go. You like me to be your marshal? I'll say yes, but, like, my marshal is only 5. We're not a great marshal. But, gets us prowess and levy size and lowers the amount we're paying for our army. That's cool, I guess. Small but meaningful. Not every gift has to be a grand statement of wealth. Smaller things can make a far greater impression as long as they are chosen well. I wonder what Countess Alice would appreciate. A locket? A fox? A flower display, or perhaps not? Well, let's see. So she is ambitious, lazy, and generous. So, likes to catch people's attention or just things that glimmer. Symbols of authority over life itself. Or things that appreciates beauty. I think she'd like the stuffed fox because I think that ambitious will be a symbol of authority. I think generous is probably against this one of things that glimmer, and I don't see anything that matches beauty. So let's do this. Hey, we got budding interest, which increases success chance, but actually it doesn't really matter because we're at 95% anyway. Continuing the longest siege of all time here. The Basilius has changed because the previous one is dead. He died of a fatal apoplexy. We're just continuing to siege, right? Wait, are we even sieging anymore? Wait, did the siege disappear? Wait, I thought... Wait, yeah, no. It definitely looks like we're in the siege animation, but we are not sieging. Oh my god, we weren't... for some reason it broke the siege. So now we're back at the same point again. Oh dear. What are these guys doing? What does that even... I don't know what that means. Oh, they're resupplying. Oh, okay. I guess you can continue your siege. Are we at... Do we have any, like, contribution? 100% contribution. Well, that's not bad. Okay. Yeah. So we would get something if the war wins. Oh well, carry on. Empty council position. I need a new steward. That can be Clotaire. Oh, my half-sister has come of age. In fact, many people have come of age. Half-sister, you are going to need an educator. Let's go into here and let's see if we can find it or someone. Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait till the 1st of March. Carnal comforts. Edla has been devastated ever since her husband, Fulquez, died. She comes to visit me one evening. That might just be Volks. Anyway, I feel so lonely, she says, looking at me longingly. I remind myself that he was my good friend. You've been so comforting, she says, biting her lips suggestively. He was my good friend. I just want to feel something, she whispers, loosening the fastenings on the front of her dress. He was my good friend. Yeah, I'm sure that he would approve. Definitely. Definitely. Right. 1st of March. There we go. So we're past an autosave. Let's do this. So, we are looking for an educator. So let's go for all in diplomatic range. I could probably save this one when we're done. I want them to be an adult. I want them to... Let's just say that I want them to be Catholic. This probably doesn't matter, but just for thematic reasons, I'd like them to be Catholic. And let's say that I want them to not be lowborn. Okay. Oh, they can't be imprisoned. They have to be free. And that would be fine, I think. Yeah, and then that's fine. Okay. So, oh, and then let's just put this at the top to start with. And then we're going to save this as educators. Sure. Right. So, we have two people. We have the Prince Bishop of Skane, who did educate... I think he educated somebody, didn't he? I think he educated... potentially, like, was it my brother or one of my sisters, maybe? Or, yeah, it might be one of my grandchildren. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I think he educated... Maybe he educated her. Not sure. Anyway, he educated somebody, but he's a little bit too, well, old. I think he's going to die. Leonardo Fibonacci. Alright. Would you accept an invite to court? No. Okay, well, would your liege let you educate some of my children? Or my, sisters, I should say? Yes, I want to do this. I want to offer my half-sister to be educated by Fibonacci. Yes. Okay. Gazelle is heading out. I'm assuming I can't do another one until that one is done. So I can't say, actually, I want you to also be educated by him. No, I have to wait for this person to arrive. I have to wait for her to arrive. Okay. That's fine. We can do that. Which half-sister was it? It was Giselle who's off. Okay. So we'll just keep track of her. Okay. She's getting there. Hey, so she's now there. So now I'm going to go back to you, Serene Doge, and I'm going to say, why don't you educate this one as well? Wonderful. That works. Oh, we're in a battle. We're actually about to lose a battle. No. Okay, I think it's time our armies come home. My beloved wife. The servants have all been sent away. Our bed has been decorated with seashells. As Countess Alice enters her chambers, she smiles resolutely and joins me without any hesitation. With the help of hands, mouths, and limbs, we reaffirm the devotion we swore before God, perhaps in a more carnal fashion than intended. She can be our lover. Yeah. And now, we are going to romance her. And we're going to go with our gut. I'm not going to read the poetry. We are now romancing her with a 72% success chance. What's the negative? Ambitious dislikes lazy, but lazy likes lazy. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Right. It's time for our troops to come home. You are going to make your way back over... Oh, apparently my home is being sieged. I guess I'm just going to disband you for now. Yeah, and you'll get back in 7 months. Although, wait a second, we're being sieged, but they don't actually have enough soldiers to siege my land, so they're just sitting here being annoying. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I am kind of low on my number of knights currently. We're going to have to fix that. Okay, so Alex is off. Let's have a look at some more people who can be educated. So neither of these... So this person's going to die. This person's already educating people. Let's see if there's anybody intelligent. Nope. Nobody is intelligent who matches what we've got. Quick. My tutor is quick. Oh. Okay. Oh, I actually didn't check that the... I was going to check... what's it called? The personality traits. How is the personality traits of this guy? Temperate, passionate... Or compassionate and lazy. I guess that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Yeah. So you, Giles. I guess actually we would prefer to have you educated by somebody who is lustful. So I might want to educate you with this person, because if I educate you with this person, or this person, then you could come back with lustful and you would have lustful and fecund. That I think could be good. So I am going to say, would you like to educate this guy? And you'll say yes. Okay. My niece. We need to find some... Well, you can just be educated by our court tutor. That's fine. I mean, her traits are not very good, but you can just be educated by her. That's okay. You? Who have we got here? Prince Philip of France? Ambitious, just, honest? Are those actually useful for you as someone who's hale? Not particularly. I'd be looking for something that might... Well, I guess ambitious does raise your prowess. I guess I'd be looking for someone like brave. Is there anyone who's shrewd? Shrewd. There are. I guess I could make you zealous, maybe. Yeah. I mean, being educated by this guy would be good because he's got commander traits that he could pass on. But, yeah. I think he's about to die. Let's go back to quick. Is there anyone with a commander trait? There is. Okay. Well, I might send you to this guy. I'm going to send you Gosselin de Riedfort. Let's do that. Right. Then, let's clear this out. Reset to defaults. I want to just do court, and I want to do children. So we're going to look for all the children in our court. And we're just looking for anyone who's not on this list at the side, such as this person right here. My nephew. He's too young to really be educated, but that's fine. We now have him noted. Okay, cool. Let's carry on. Sick house has been finished. We have 500 gold. Do you want to just build the next one? I can't. Oh, because the holding's under siege. Oh, okay then. That's going to make our life easy for a lot of choices here. Also, I'm fairly certain that our uncle is going to win some land in the Byzantine Empire. His contribution is not... Like, our contribution is still the highest, but it might drop down a little bit. Although it's just we're 0th. So maybe it's not the highest? I have no idea. Anyway, I suspect he'll get some land if the war wins, but that's fine. There's not really a lot we can do right now. Oh, we're no longer under siege. I guess there is something I can do. I can do this. Let's upgrade our up our sick house to infirmaries. Hey. Okay. They still don't have enough men to actually siege, so that's fine. Animal companions. The rain is pouring down outside. My serene Countess Alice sighs as she looks out of the blurred window. How wretched Angoulême can be. I wish I had someone to keep me company during long and dreary days. Is my dearest a cat person or a dog person? Clever cat, a loyal dog, or fear not, I will be by your side. Do we think she would like a dog or a cat? I think she would like a cat. She disliked the cat. Okay. Well, fair enough. How's my liege doing, by the way? Number of troops is pretty low. Okay. The only problem is he has allies and I do not, so... Also, is my wife pregnant yet? Nope. Unpleasant pleasantries. I'm attending a dance in Angoulême to spend time with Countess Alice. The mere thought of touching hands makes my heart jump. But when I arrive, I find her stuck in conversation with my liege, Duke Hamelin. The loathsome man drones on and on, obviously totally oblivious to Alice's discomfort. I will take her place, better I suffer than her. Enough, you're boring the lady to death, or I'm not going anywhere close to that man. Kindness on here for either of these. Let's say I will take her place, better I suffer than her. It's going to give us a lot of stress, but that's okay. I will just continue to gain stress. We'll have to do something at some point to lower our stress, but that's okay. We can do that. Maybe we could hold a hunt. Oh yeah, we also probably don't have a master of the hunt anymore. Well, I'm not overly worried about that. But we could put one in at some point. We had somebody. My cousin could potentially be master of the hunt, although he has consumption. Yeah, he might live through consumption though. Oh, he's also my personal champion already. Yeah, I don't know. It could be this guy. He'd probably not be a bad master of the hunt. Let me just check. Does prowess even go into it? It does. So I was going to say, once he gets the hunter trait, he probably wouldn't be that bad at it. You know what? I'm going to make him my master of the hunt. And then we'll hold a hunt to lower our stress. We're going to hold a hunt, and we're going to hold it here. You want to pay some money for it? Yeah, let's pay some money. This is terrible, the fact that you can't click on the advice because it won't open. Anyway. Manage guests. Let's get rid of everybody to start with. It would be nice if you could set some defaults for this screen. Anyway. Right, my knights are going to go, because that's going to be beneficial for us, although I don't have that many knights. Courtiers in general. I guess we can invite all of our courtiers. Court hunters, definitely, although that's going to include courtiers. And then, I guess we could do close family. I would invite my brother. Are we okay with that? Yeah, we could do that. Could I make it my goal to murder my brother? Does he have an heir? No? Okay, well, murder my brother. Do it. Right. Start hunt. Yep. We're off. My scheme to romance my wife has failed. Well, not failed, but is paused. That's the word I was looking for. And now we'll wait for the hunt to start. Hey, my wife is pregnant. Fantastic. Chance of an heir. Slim pickings. So, what are we going to go and find here? A fox, a wolf, a hare, or a stag? Let's go for the fox. Okay. The real game. Galloping through leafy bushes, following the calls of horns and baying of dogs, Count Guillaume, and at last separates himself from the rest of the party. He halts for a moment, pondering which course to take. I glance around surreptitiously. This might be the best opportunity I get. Well, 57% chance that I just kill him. I do it. I make my move as quickly as I can, dashing upon him from the side in an attempt to unhorse him. Count Wulgrin! What the devil? Guillaume falls from his steed heavily, but scrambles to his feet. He dashes for the rest of the party as I try and get my horse back under control, looking over his shoulder fearfully, shouting at the top of his lungs. I won't catch him in time. Damn slippery worm. He knows I attempted to murder him. Oh no, and the hunt ends. Oh no. Well, Lady Alice, let me prove my devotion to you in any way you deem fit. Alice ponders the request for a while before her face lights up. You should be able to sustain yourself on nothing but your love for me for many days. So be slightly starved for 2 years. Okay, not a crumb will pass these lips, or I will not do it. These are both the same chance. Oh, okay. We can cheat with this one. Yeah, I'm going to cheat. She notices the deception. That's shocking. Count Hughes the Ninth has got a claim on my title. Okay. That's not ideal. Well, okay. Liege entered a regency because he's traveling abroad. Okay. We could do some more knights at some point. Yeah. Okay. Romance, intruder. Every time I close my eyes, I see Countess Alice's face. Sleep will not come. I cannot wait another moment. Cloaked in shadows, I make my way to the garden outside her living quarters. The sight of Alice's chamber window makes my heart stutter. So close, yet so far. But wait, who is that climbing up the tower? The shady figure stops by Alice's window and unlatches the shutters. I'd say I must save her. There is an intruder in the tower, or I did not come here to wrestle a burglar. I must save her. Obviously. Intruder. The sounds of the struggle from above is the greatest motivator I've ever known. Without care for life or limb, I hoist myself through Countess Alice's window. The scene that meets me is not what I expected. Overturned furniture, shredded curtains, and Alice standing over an unmoving body with a bloody dagger in her hand. Alice, are you alright? I asked cautiously. As if my words were a spell, she finally unfreezes and throws herself into my arms. Thank God you're here, Wulgrin. So she can become our soulmate? Of course. Let's do it. Wonderful. And that gives us a dynasty legacy. Dynasty legacies. There are many, many, many good things in here. There's pretty much no wrong option. It's all about what you want to be doing. Now, House of Warriors makes a lot of sense for us in a way, because it would make us much better at fighting. However, there are some other options that I want to consider. For instance, this one just gives us straight fertility bonuses, which for now could be good. Dynasty members get better education traits. you know, there's some good stuff in this path. No prowess lost from age. All of this could be really good because it applies to every member of your dynasty. Better marriages obviously has its benefits, as well as getting the accolade bonus from here. Like, I think these things could be, like, this path could be good. Probably not up to this point, but if we were going this path, we'd probably go to here and then stop. But the one that people always say is good, and I never go for it, and I did go for it in the previous playthrough, but we didn't go through enough generations for it to matter, is noble veins. So, chance of inheriting good congenital traits, and then obviously as we go through this, there's all sorts of good stuff. And basically the logic of this is the earlier you get it, the better, because you're going to get better traits such as you're going to get hail moving forward to the next generation, or you're going to get robust moving forward to the next generation, or so on and so forth. So if we're going to do this, we have to do it now, or we have to decide we're never doing it. That's the way I see it, because you want it earlier so that it kind of compounds upon itself. So we're going to grab that. We're going to grab Noble Veins. I do think we want Renowned Name at some point, but we'll worry about that later. Anyway. Right. How are we looking in this? 79%. Okay, cool. They are going to win the war, which is cool. My daughter has been born. Oh. My daughter is called Odd. Okay. Well, that's fine, I suppose, that I have a daughter, but the problem with having a daughter is that I still don't have a son. Which seems obvious, but I feel like I should mention it. Should we seduce somebody else in the hopes of getting ourselves a, in hopes of getting ourselves a male heir? Maybe. Probably not King Henry IV. I don't think that seducing him would allow us to get a male heir. Let's go for court. We're going to go for an adult, you know, for a woman. We're just going to basically have a look down the list and see who we got. Margaret, maybe? Yeah. You know what? I think that would work for us. Let's seduce her. Right. She is fecund, which is fantastic for us because it's an extra fertility bonus. With our extra fertility bonuses, we're guaranteed to have a child. Or we're obviously not, but you know. I'm going to make a veiled illusion for my desire to her. And it did nothing. Okay. It was too veiled. Oh, it hadn't popped up yet, but yes, it was too veiled. Alright, there we go. That's fine. My stewardship increased. Lovely. I'm 5th in line to inherit La Marche. Wait, what's it? Oh, my player heir is 5th in line to inherit La Marche. I'm 1st in line, right? Yes. Okay. Yeah, we do need to kill him at some point. You've recently been caught trying to murder him. That's true, I have. I think if I invited him to another hunt, he would say yes. Invalid. The war was invalid. Did she die? The crusade was invalidated. That's classic. Okay. I could pledge myself to this other crusade if I wanted to. How's the other crusade going? The Pope is winning due to battles won. But he hasn't occupied... oh, sorry. Due to battles won... I'm reading it the wrong way around. I should read it from the Pope's perspective. There we go. So they're losing battles by quite a lot, but they've sieged a bunch of stuff. So they've got war score from sieging. However, they've lost so many battles. Yeah, it doesn't look great for the Pope, actually. They were actually losing the war. Also, he's about to die due to having all of these negatives. Like, look at this. Withering Mind, minus 100% of your diplomacy, martial, stewardship, intrigue, and learning. And minus 175% monthly lifestyle. Wow, these are some huge negatives. He has another minus 100% here. Wow. Okay. Well, there you go. I'm happy to just not go for things that are risky here. I'm happy to just go with trying to seduce her normally. Now, because we are out of the war, we could potentially declare war upon our liege. The only problem is that his military strength is similar to ours. I think it might be time to start a faction against our liege. A claimant faction for my claim. Yeah. Okay. Anybody willing to join? Cannot be forced to join. and probably will not join either. Although, I don't know, they both hate my liege, so there's a chance. Oh, he tried to revoke... I see, this is why this guy declared the war, is because liege tried to revoke his title. And he was like, no, I'm going to declare war instead. I see. Is there anyone that my daughter could be betrothed to? Like, maybe someone in Denmark? Do you have somebody who could marry my youngest here? No. Okay. Well, let's see. See what my options are. Sweden. We could potentially align ourselves with Sweden instead. Okay. Sweden are strong. They, however, have just attacked the Holy Roman Empire with Denmark. Oh, and with my brother, who I guess still has the alliance with Denmark. Okay. Interesting. Let's do some filtering here. Let's actually say I don't want there to be more than a 15-year age difference. You're not going to marry the King of England. No daughter of mine will be marrying the King of England. So I want them to be healthy. I took out 3. I want them to be Catholic. Took out another 4. Well, actually, I don't care about inheritable traits for my daughter. I want there to be an alliance. And I want them to not be lowborn. Okay. See what our best alliances are. That's an alliance with the Kingdom of Sicily. Okay. That's a strong alliance. They're currently not even in a crusade or anything. Sicily could work. Yeah. I think I'd be happy with that. Sweden, obviously the problem is that they're currently at war. Portugal? Portugal are a little closer. The only problem with Portugal is that they're in the Iberian struggle. But we could potentially go with Portugal. So other options here. Greater Poland, they're going to be a little bit further away. Thuringia. Where is Thuringia? It's, yeah, also a little bit further away. You know what? I think the Portugal option is good. Yeah. I think you two can marry. Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with it being a marriage that's their dynasty. Yep, because I'm going to have a son, no matter what. Yeah, it's fine. Send the proposal. Cool. Our alliance is formed with Portugal. Portugal currently are not in a war. So, this could be our chance to just fire this immediately and call in Portugal. Do we want to? I'm tempted, yeah. I mean, this siege is about to finish here, so they're about to win a different war. So that's because they've called in Norfolk. I think I might want to wait for this war to end and then declare our war. I want them to disband their troops. Yeah. There we go. So now, this guy's not at war. His troops are disbanded and they are now somewhere else. He does have mercenaries, which I guess is kind of annoying, but means his allies have gone home. So because his allies have gone home, when we declare the war, he will only have his own troops here. Okay. So, oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to press my demands. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Your brother created a cadet branch. Oh, okay. Your claim on my title is no more real than the stories we tell children at night. No matter how many misguided fools you've gathered to help carry out your scheme, I will not bend to such a collection of dung. I'd rather die than see my birthright fall to someone so low. Okay. Let's raise some armies. Hey, Portugal! How do you feel about joining my war? They're only +1, because he doesn't like us, but he will join the war. Okay. Your liege is being attacked by you. Yeah, I know. I'm the one who did it. Okay. I can call in my house member. Oh, except I can't. I can call in Henri or you. I forgot he was still my ally. Oh yeah, I'll call you in as well. That's okay. I'd completely forgotten him. Alright. So they're going to have 2.6. Do I want to hire some mercenaries? They're going to be expensive. I could get 900. Holy Order probably I can't call in. I could call in these guys, but they're only going to give me 200 troops. But they're 200 really good troops. It wouldn't cost very much, though. Yeah, I'm going to call in the Silvered Normans. Yeah. Oh, they might not. They're probably not going to accept, though. I'll ask them. They refused. Okay, well. How about you? Would you accept Lord Otto in Brandenburg? No. Okay, I'm going to stop asking people. Yeah. Let's see what we... I really don't want to go into debt for this right now. We'll hold off as long as we can. So, where are we here? I'm looking for really... I think we want to go sit in these hills again. Yeah. I think that's our best option. Right, our allies are joining. We're going to go sit in some hills. I'm happy if they want to siege my land. That's not a huge problem for me. We have a lot of fort level. Okay. That's fine. Chill. Are they coming straight for me? They're going to come and attack me in the hills. That's a bold move. Reckless is fine if we think we're going to lose the fight. Cautious is fine if we think that we're going to... if we think we're more likely to win. But he's also just worse. So, yeah, we'll stick with Reckless. They're coming down here. I'm happy to just take this fight. We're defending in hills. We have a better army commander. They're very confident. They have more soldiers, higher quality, and more men-at-arms counter. What are they working with? So we can ignore the siege weapons. They have skirmishers, who counter heavy, which we don't have. They have light horsemen, who we counter with our spearmen. Sorry, we don't have spearmen. With our crossbowmen? No, they only counter heavy. Sorry. So actually, no, those guys are going to destroy my skirmishers. They're archers or crossbowmen, which don't affect anything that we have. And then spearmen would affect any horsemen that we have, but we don't, or cavalry that we have, but we don't have any. So yeah, but they do have a lot of men-at-arms. Yeah, because we have about the same number of levies on each side, but the rest of their army is made up of men-at-arms. Yeah, so we are going to lose this, I think. But we do get defending in hills, which is nice. So it's going to be closer than you'd think. Yeah, so we're definitely getting destroyed to start with. These guys are fighting in favorable terrain. We are, but we're getting countered. Oh, they get countered by light horsemen? Oh, okay. Well, there you go. And we only have 2 knights currently. Okay, although, do you see that first tick? That went very well for us. We're doing 75% increased damage. I'm going to take Subtle Desire. Removes the incestuous penalty from my seduction schemes targeting adults over the age of 19. Okay. They're heading down here. Yeah, so they're taking more losses, but the problem is they just have, like, more men-at-arms. So they've lost 100 more troops than us, but the ratio's not working out well. You see, they still have a whole bunch of their troops left. While we're losing quite a few of ours. Although we are currently doing 110% increased damage. See, it's closer than you'd think, but we should lose, I think. Although, it's getting closer to the point where actually we might win. No, we're definitely going to lose. House relation ended here. I guess because we just have no relation. That's fine. Yeah, there we go. We are losing. But, you know, it was a close fight. And it gave our Portuguese and EU allies time to get in here. I lost my personal champion. He was slain in battle by Count Geoffrey of Limousin. Oh no. Okay. But now my allies are here. The string of rejection. You're a perceptive man, Wulgrin, but I do not like you that way, says Margaret and taps her foot. Only God knows what the future might hold for us. No, I failed to seduce her. I shall have to seduce someone else, like you. Yes, I shall seduce you now. Oh, it's 95% chance of seducing her. Okay. I really, really would like to have a male heir. Because if we don't, it makes our life extremely difficult. Because I'm fairly certain that my daughter, yeah, is going to have had a daughter. Or at least a child. At least she didn't have a son, but... yeah. Beneath those layers. How should I approach Perrine? She seems like a reserved individual, prefers silence as a companion. At least that's how she appears on the surface. Who knows what sort of person she is in private? Is she meek and submissive, or perhaps passionate and fiery? I'll find out once I've breached her stony exterior. For now I have to decide how to make myself remain in her thoughts after spending some time alone. So she is vengeful, content, and shy. So gallant and charming, secret romantic side. Type person prefers gentle lovers or wait for the right opportunity. I'm just going to wait because we're already at 95%. So I'm not that worried about any other buffs we could get. Right, head home and just recharge. Assuming that you might go siege at some point. Yes, so they're going to siege the capital. Wonderful. And it's going to take them 6 years because they have no siege units. Where's the rest of your army? Portugal? Are you in a second war? No, you're only in this war. So where's the rest of your... You had another army. Where did they go? I have no idea where they went. Oh, there they are. So here's the siege units. Okay, I'm going to walk on top of here. Lessons of the heart. Watching my beloved Alice, it occurs to me there is much I could learn from such a wonderful person. Her mind is like a treasure to be plundered. And I got a thing or two to teach Alice as well. Not to mention it's a lovely way to spend our time together. Let's try and increase our stats. Okay. I'm now having a dance with Perrine. I will... Ooh, I have to choose one of these, actually. Play for... so this is playful, thoughtful, greedy, malicious. Malicious, I think, is what we go for here. Alice intrigues me so. I want to enjoy what gives her joy. Oh, to spend blissful days together. Hands working in tandem, minds bent towards shared pursuits, our hearts beating as one. Hey, we are now both novice physicians. That's kind of neat. And the dance went well. Okay. We're through the walls. We got 9 months left. I think the other... Yes, the siege units came with us. Wonderful. That's what I wanted. To love the shadow. As we grow closer together, we now stand at a threshold. Perhaps it's time to share everything with one another, truly, so that we may know all there is to know, to share things that are usually not shared. There is no return from beyond this point, but will Alice accept everything there is to know about me? We can both enjoy our darkest fantasies together, or some things should never come to light. I've never been down this path, so let's do that. Okay, I never take seduction in this game. Is this a story? This is not a story. I've yet to find anything that is a story. That's okay. We'll get there eventually. Rumors about Amar. Okay. Those foul rumors about your brother, Count Amar. I've traced them to their source. My spy master, Mayor Almery, pats a bundle of letters. Letters prove that Countess Alice has been trying to drag Amar's name through the mud. She mocks Amar's character, accusing him of shocking sins. Do people seriously think they can talk about my brother like this? Well, I'm just going to distance myself from Amar. Or I could spread... Oh, wait a second. I can do this one instead. Spread even darker rumors about Amar so that all fear us. So intrigue lifestyle experience. I get dread gain. And everyone at my court hears horrifying rumors about him. Okay. There's now a blanket of fear. 4 months left on the siege. We're getting there. We're getting there. The love letter. I'm not going to read the poem. Just out of principle. But we will become lovers. Okay. I really do need a male heir, though. Well, it's time to seduce somebody else. Who else could we seduce? We've already seduced my wife. Or our wet nurse. I shall seduce you. Right. And we have now taken my liege's capital. Well, that's good. Yeah. That's definitely good. Do we want to head over here and help the siege? I think so. I think I want to actually steal this siege. The reason I want to steal it is I want the siege units to come with me. Something unusual. If I want to impress Margaret, I should send her something truly special. We're already at 95%. I don't need to do that. Okay. Did the siege units come with me? No. The siege units did not come with me. Okay, well, whatever. We're at 2 years left. I'm not breaking the siege. Hey, the siege units are coming back. That's nice. 4 months left. 3 months left. Okay, they swapped around. That's what we like to see. 3 months left and we're through the walls. And we're now at 77%. I think they're about to go siege you. Okay. So that's got 12. That's got 12. I'm looking at the fort level here. It's got 11. So it'd be quicker to siege there, but I actually think I'm going to go and siege this one. My beloved's balcony. Do any of these increase the speed of this scheme? No. Okay, so I don't need to do that. Our wife fell pregnant. If it's a son, we stop our seduction schemes. Oh. Gosselin died of consumption. Well, I guess we're not going to need to worry about educating him anymore. How's my half-sister's doing? They're doing okay. Okay. Giles? Okay. It's fine, I guess. He didn't get... I think we were hoping he got... what was it? Lustful. But he didn't. Okay. Our niece is gluttonous. Yeah, none of the education's looking particularly good in terms of personality traits, but that's okay. Did the siege units come here? They did. Wonderful. Alright. Well, we'll keep sieging. It's a lot of troops they have. 6 months. Okay. I'm happy to just do a little siege war with them for now. Margaret can become our lover. 4 months. Okay, so we need to go break that siege. Oh, soon. 7 months versus 3 months. Are we going to get 100% war score from the siege? 35-35. So the way that this works, from my understanding, is you look at the number of holdings that they have. So this is 3 holdings, this is 3 holdings, and that tells you how much it's worth. So each of those holdings individually is worth 1/3 of this, right? So like 11 and a bit, right? %. So if we have a look here at this place has 2 holdings. So this is going to be worth like 24% or so, right? So maybe is my answer. It might be enough. Well, the question is it more than 23? I think it might get us to 99% war score. I'm still going to do it. I think this is still better, but yeah, it's not as clear-cut as I would like it to be. My son and heir! He's club-footed. Oh. Okay. Well, he's going to be called Arnault. But we have a son. As a positive. Okay. That was worth enough. So if we go and have a look here, see it's worth 23.5. Okay. And we captured a valuable prisoner as well, which definitely helps. The game crashed! No! And we're back. So we have to rename our son. Our son is going to be called... I pressed it twice, we got the same name. Okay, fine. So I'm going to call that. Right. And we have, hopefully, won the war. Okay, we didn't capture the powerful person this time, but that's okay. So, we would gain legitimacy, which will raise our legitimacy to 3 out of 5. We get the Duchy of Aquitaine. We become a direct vassal of King Henry. We gain even more legitimacy, and it goes up to true. This guy loses legitimacy and becomes my vassal, as does my brother and this other guy. Alright, forced demands. So be it. We shall now disband, and we are now a duke. Get rid of this rightful liege thing, get rid of this education thing. Right. There you have it. We now hold a duchy. Doesn't give us a royal court yet, but it will now give us access to accolades, which is very cool. So we'll need to have a look at those later. What has happened to Ireland? They have an apocalyptic consumption. Oh, lovely. And it might make its way all the way down here. Okay. Also, did we get any more titles from this? No. No, we did not. Okay. Although we have a claim on La Marche, so we could probably just, like, revoke that if we raised Crown Authority. Anyway, for now, I am going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I did think that we'd fixed the crashing issue. Getting rid of the shader cache seemed to fix it for like an episode and a half, and then it crashes like 2 seconds before the end of the episode. Although, if I can play an hour without crashing, that's greatly improved. We just stick to less than an hour episodes and everything's fixed, but anyway. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.